In this video we share Medjugorje's first apparition. On June 24, 1981, Our Lady appears for the first time in Medjugorje, on the hill called Podbrdo, and that day she appears with the child Jesus in her arms. An extraordinary event that we have been given the opportunity to retrace, through the story of the visionary Mirjana Dragicevic Soldo in her autobiographical book My Heart Will Triumph. Medjugorje, on June 24, 1981, it all begins. Mirjana lived with her family in Sarajevo, and used to spend the summer holidays with her grandparents and uncles in Bijakovici, a small part of the municipality of Citluk, very close to Medjugorje. On June 24, 1981 she woke up happy because since it was St. John the Baptist, it was a holiday in the town, and she and her cousins were exempt from picking tobacco, which they did on other days. So she took advantage of the free time to meet Ivanka Ivankovic, who was her friend, and who lived not far from her uncle's house. So together they decided to take a walk around Bijakovici. They also called another friend, Vidska Ivankovic, who was sleeping at the time. But her mother promised them that she would tell her as soon as she woke up. The two girls walked, exchanging those confidences typical of teenagers. After a while, they sat down in the shade, under the Podbrdo hill, to rest. It was so hot. It was about between 5 and 6 in the afternoon, and suddenly Ivanka exclaimed, "I think the Madonna is on the hill." Mirjana thought that her friend was joking. Of course it will certainly be the Madonna. Mirjana felt uneasy at her friend's insistence and the tasteless joke about the Madonna, and she therefore decided to head home. But then she felt a strong sensation that made her pull back. She found Ivanka still on her spot where she had left her, begging her to look towards the hill. Mirjana, in amazement, fear and wonder, saw a young woman on the stones and shrubs. As she stared at the beautiful woman on the hill, she began to wonder to herself, "Am I alive or dead?" It was a whirlwind of emotions inside her. The beautiful lady stood about 100 yards away holding a small child in her arms. Meanwhile, other local kids gathered around Mirjana and Ivanka, including Ivan, who ran away in fright, dropping the apples he was carrying with him. Same reaction for Vidska, that her mother had warned her two friends as promised. Since she was so scared, she took off her shoes to run away faster. At that point Mirjana and Ivanka also came down the hill and returned to their homes. The emotion was uncontainable. Mirjana entered her uncle's house shouting, "I think I saw Our Lady." Grandmother Jula looked at her shocked. After having observed her for a few moments, she advised her to leave Our Lady in heaven and to retire to her bedroom to pray her rosary. That night Mirjana and the other boys couldn't sleep a wink, they were so agitated. They did not imagine that Our Lady could appear on earth. At that time, there was a communist regime in the former Yugoslavia, and religious books were forbidden, and no one had ever told them of similar events. It was the beginning of a long love story which has lasted for 41 years and which has touched hearts all over the world. What Mirjana and the other visionaries saw changed their lives forever, their families, and the lives of millions of people. Please support my channel by watching another video. May God bless you and keep you. Our Lady, Queen of Peace, pray for us.